We'll hand it over to our broadcast team.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Just like that. Just like that.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Let's go! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mahomes firing complete, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the carry, it's Wilkins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
You got it.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the... chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard. old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Check 4.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He may try and run for this. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mahomes now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going deep here for Stills. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. On 1st down, it's Wilkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Fighting through, and he's got space. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
53 is the mark. Switch up.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
There we go.
Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo. On 2nd down now, it's Wilkins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Williams. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. There to stop him on the tackle, Jack Sitchie.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload. Hey, 17 George.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Mahomes looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught, Watkins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They'll run here with Balaj. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play. Move on. Next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Mahomes firing complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They run it again with Williams. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he